Welcome back to the Hopium Den. Let's get high. Alright, starting off with what I hope is a banger of an episode. We've got a lot of breeding we're going to crank out this episode. Just a quick reminder, eggs and juveniles wise, we have this guy who did not roll any luck with traits, but could potentially be really strong with good poison, so we're still going to invest into him. We have our regeneration and fly breeds going, snow panthers just to see what we get. And then these should be our tanks with hopefully 5 units. Since we're breeding 4 and 4, we had 50% chance of passing on only the one we were missing from each. So pretty good odds there. This is going to be our next breed. Flank 6 just hatched. And that has been kind of our offensive breeding pattern along. And we're going to breed that with Martin. So we're rolling the dice on 4 traits, but we're going to potentially get another Martin essentially with charge and bleeding wound as well. Pretty big risk here in terms of bite strength. 17 to 80 is a huge variation, which I absolutely hate. But our next best unit out of this was down to 4 offensive traits. So then we are rolling the dice on 6 rather than 4. So I do not love this in terms of bite strength, but I gotta roll the dice here and let's just see what we get. After this is done breeding, next breed we are going to start with our elements, Sea Varnum and Fire, to pass along our combo there. And then the offspring of that I'm going to finally breed with the Tiger Bear. And then eventually I'd like to get those elements into the other breeding lines, but that's going to take a bit. So one thing at a time, we're getting our flank 8s going. Alright. I quickly did the catacombs, not much going on there. Poison extract, that's solid, but we can't do it. I do like the sound of that stone skin potion. I mean, this stone skin potion is a ton of money. Or, sorry, a ton of value and money. If I kick it down, this should be pretty doable. 6 hybrids. Alright, let's send the OGs. You're pretty darn good. I don't want Martin or Jesus to level up much. Let me check here. 11 and 12. I guess Jesus could get 1. And then we just bred these 2, so we're good there. I kind of want Fire, but I don't want him to die. And Snappy's pretty under-leveled. Fearless, Greater Energy Killer. I'll do Max Element. These are kind of our best. Alright, everyone made it. Blake snagged a medal out of that. And we just got a great stone skin potion, so hopefully whatever tank unit rolls 5 traits, we give it to. Next turn. Complete all research. Alright, let's start there because we need to start stealing better organs. 25% is not going to cut it. Next, I really want to look here. Don't really care about these guys. His abomination. Oh, I've let him get way too abominated. And I'm not giving him 2. He's not that good. So let's just do that. Whoops, my bad. He looks gross. It looks like a pug version of an insect. That something just smushed his nose in. He actually looks the coolest, I think, so far. And he's bad. You're gone. And you're gone. Interesting that we didn't hit any ones. We got 2 who both look gross. Alright, so these guys we need to... We're going to keep breeding these, so I will give them hybrid meat. Let's juice that. And we are going to need to heal off some abomination for sure. Do I care about anything else right now? Not really. They're probably pretty weak. Alright, 49. Abomination's going up too much. And I don't want to give him 2, so I need to take a little bit of this stuff off. So that'll go up 3 a turn for 2 more turns. 6, we're pretty close there. I'll kick that down 1. He should be good. This one we're taking off 50. We're going up 9 a turn. We need to take stuff off as well. That's only 7, so 2, 2 and 3 is 6, 46, so we can put that back on to some extent. 4 and 3 is 12. 12 and 38 is 50. Right there, we should be good for those. Alright, those guys are cells. Up there's cells. These guys hatched. Okay, and off the bat, I saw our 5. Let's go. So this is a great unit. It's just now missing energy steal and killer are my next 2 I'd like to get on the tank. Regenerate and fly would also be good, but one thing at a time. So we got a tank 5. Let's go. 4, 4, 4. 4. Alright. So these guys are probably all cells unless they're absolutely amazing. And we got our... Nice, we got a ton of these guys. Alright, lots of management here off the start. These guys had a little shock resistance, I think, but I think I'm just going to keep going this. These are my flank units, so we're going to keep doing agility, energy, and endurance. And then we will wait on anything else until we see if they got all the traits. Sadly, like, I could probably run, because these are guaranteed to have at least 4 of the traits I want. Like, these are probably going to be my 8 best hybrids right now, just because they're so far ahead of the tank line. Holy cow, we got more. Okay, okay, we're running into issues. Run into big time issues. Snow Panther. Just in case it's good and I get stuck with just my Tiger Bear, I'm gonna pick the female here. The male, sorry bud. The thing is, I know they're cells, but I kind of want to see them. Oh, I could take all these sea varnices out. Is there any way to just send them to courtyard? No. Alright, we're doing this the hard way. Sorry. I'll drag one down and one up at the same time. Oh, we're getting there. I loved, I shouldn't say it in the last video because I know I'm pre-recording ahead, but I loved the comment. Jesus was fired up to get his frog insect guy. That made me smile. I was like, hell yeah, brother. I love it. He's been kicking butt too. Him and Martin have been carrying down these mid-game tournaments a little bit, so it's been fun. Alright, so with the double breeding potions, we ended up with 13. So we have to hit on some of these. So it does look like that's how you can just best the RNG of traits. If you just give them multiple breeding potions. We went from, I think, 3 to 13 there. Now I did have that breeding potion that was 97% power, so I might have thrown that one in unnecessarily in hindsight. Probably 2 40%ers were more than enough. Alright, it would be good to land some good breeds here. Like, if this tank 5's good, I could get rid of both the 4s, I can get rid of all these 4s. It would be really, really helpful. I am thinking, just in case one of these naturally rolls amazing stats and bite strength. Oh, I gotta actually do good stuff there. Alright, there, we did stuff. I don't know that I'm gonna breed him with anything. But I am thinking, just because I might end up doing something with these guys, I'm going to see if I can naturally heal off their abomination. Just in case one of the 4 perkers rolls, like, I don't know, 70 bite strength or something absurd. I don't think they can, but... Alright, that's our base management. We go back to the monster lab. We are getting rid of a bunch of those in one turn, so we are still on time to do this. Okay, I made a real weak one because I knew this was going to take me 2. Oh, I don't want this to take me 2 because I want to give them shock and fire stuff. Oh, I hate that. But I can't make good enough potions right now to get it down to 1. Boo. That's how I feel. Okay, can I stall for a turn and do anything else? And we're up to 43, but we're not there. It just means it's going to be slower. And that's because fire's not a hybrid. It's going to be the same thing with him because he's not a hybrid, and it's going to be the same thing with him because none of those are hybrids. Well, Snappy and Leech I could do now. Or sorry, not Snappy and Leech. Harvest Worm and Leech. Thought I made 2 30%ers. I guess not. A 30 and a 40 feels wasteful. So we can do that, and let's give the strongest poison potion I can. Since poison is the only thing I can't juice afterwards. Man, I really need to get it above 50 for my other elemental breeds. Or else it's just putting me behind. But I'll do this energy leech and hopefully the good traits of all the poison units. So this is going to be my poison. Hope I spelled that right. I always spell poison wrong. You want to know one word harder to spell than poison? Venomous. Venomous, baby. Alright, I did name Snappy after one of our subs because he was next on the list. I thought it fit the dragon really well. And this guy has pretty good poison and energy leech. Now that I'm hitting like flank 8 though and the tank units, probably not worth it because I want to make sure I'm using you guys. And this guy, he'll probably be a quick level up and breed, but he's not someone I'm going to invest highly into. So I'm going to undo that. Snappy, we will get you a monster, I promise. Caravan research complete. Alright, let's see here. Any of these guys phenomenal. 28 bow skill, 29, I think that's actually really good. So 24 and 29. So he is better bow skill wise than my level 5 archer. So he's actually really good. This guy is a good mage. Why is he so expensive? Is it because he's young? Oh, this guy. This guy's 91 intelligent. Alright. Say less. We're hiring him. Yep. Let's see here. Anything good? I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty good. I could use another good bow because I'm sick of changing every time. $12 and $20. That's not bad. I don't hate that, but the problem is everything's hybrids now, not really specifically reptiles. Okay, not good, not bad. But at least let's grab a bow and that amazing archer. Sure, we'll take one more worker. Get you out of the system. How am I doing on beds? Alright, let's buy these a sec. Yeah, that's what I thought. Instantly put myself over on beds. Alright. And we're over on monsters. Holy cow. Alright. Ice Spores, are you worth keeping? I do really like the family bond. but terrible other than that. Was there another bad trait that I was slowly trying to get up? I don't need either of you anymore. You're just going to give me insect meat. I don't care about insect meat. Wasp. Thank you. Wasp. Harvest worm. We breed you and get ready right here. Black frog. We're going to pick our favorite. Let's keep the male. Because you passed on regenerate. Actually, I could get rid of both. Man, they look so cool. Alright, I'm going to keep the male for now. Maybe not my best choice. Ice boar, we just need one. Let's take some frost organs. And maybe what I actually do here so my elements, the hard part is they're not going to have any traits I want. I mean, he has a little bit, and my fire has at least fire skin. But maybe I quickly breed... Alright, sorry for going back on my word. But maybe I quickly do this in max tiger to get more traits in here. No, I don't like that. Because then I'm just resetting the bite strength and everything. Alright, we got too many lines going right now. We got poison. I gotta get my elements together. But this gets my poison traits and characteristics going. So we leave that alone, and then we keep reading. You were not very good. What organ do you have? Plant and resilience. I will take your meat. Probably these guys can start to go, but one thing at a time. Alright, Jesus, you've been fighting a lot. Let's kind of keep gearing you up. Yeah, greater, fearless. So let's make sure fearless is effective there. Okay, so this is how I'm going to start to get some traits back in my element monster. So I'm going to breed the elements together, and then that will bring over some resistances, and then I'm going to breed them with this guy to carry over some bite as well. Alright, so he still has a big role for me. Iceborne, you stink. But I don't want to wait element-wise for a whole nother generation. He can go now. We've passed on charge and bleeding. Okay. Cleaned up a little bit of stuff right now. And juveniles, I think we are good here. So, let's fight. I always get so over-invested in building our best guys. I'm probably not going to use you. Energy is not what I meant. I wanted Leech there. I gotta rename him. Alright, so Fire and you we keep leveling up because we're not breeding yet. Jesus and Martin we gotta chill out on. These guys I'm done with. I'll keep you going because you have really good traits for the defensive line if I need you. Max defense, fearless killer. Sure. And then I will just send in Killer Ice Boar off the bat. I sure hope not. Who do we want to give some glory here? Man, he looks cool. Alright, let's do the Black Frog, and I don't know, I think Ice Boar is going to die. He's so weak. I'll just do this. Alright, easy dubs. Frozen Storm. Metal time. I was thinking a little about metals. It makes almost more sense to get all the bronze medals you can and then keep progressing. And the reason I say that is because, like, if I jump straight to silvers, then eventually I need low-level monsters, which technically I'd have better traits, so it's doable. But for the ones that need people too, it's like you got to keep jumping up, down with how leveled up your people are. Like here I need 2 humans less than 8, so I can do it now where I probably could not last year. Alright, my 2 humans. Which one of these guys had bow skill? You. You're not actually very good. So I'm going to steal everything back from you. And I think I'm going to release you, because I don't need that many low-level archers. So how do I do this? I think here, Berinian. Oh, stuck with him. Stuck with him. Alright, Guiart, you better not let me down, my man. Fire should be good against ice. We give you a crappy face helmet so I know who you are. And let's give you that. Dude, he's pretty strong too. He is actually really good. And then this guy, we give you a helmet. And we're going to take a couple potions back from you. Let's give you an ice potion just since this is the ice fight. I've pretty much given up on him. You know what? Let's do it. I will give him one fight here for glory. He's just so weak, I don't think it's going to do me any good. Alright, hasten, here you go. There's a bow back, my man. To the fight. Frozen Storm, champions. We bring you to tank. I really don't want the tank. Like, he's just not worth it. I'd rather just bring 2 archers. And then I'm going to bring my guys down here to tank. Okay, fire should be a double-edged sword. Okay, energy's definitely worth it. I'm going to have to bring fire. I bring you, and I bring you. I know it's a fight, like a win, but I want to do manual fights for our medals. Yeah, we got a really good map for the double archers. Alright, so he has Protector, so I want to keep other units by him. This guy has Leech, so I want him to be tank. And he's got Flawless D. Alright, I had to remind myself. And then you guys, we just need to get you up as far as we can. I gotta take the sword off this guy. I keep forgetting. That's hilarious. I'm still so disappointed how enemies in this game can have Wolverine or Wolverine hybrids, and I can't get a Wolverine. Disappointing, man. Alright. I didn't love the 40%, but I wanted to take it. 44%. Alright, missed, but still a hit. We want you to kind of move up to here, and then you gotta have his back. Going up one more just in case something moves between. Alright. Wow, that was a bad shot. I mean, maybe I should have just stuck with calling him Snappy. We're just gonna bite. Nice, 12 damage. Okay, nice job. Snappy, not snappy. Alright, let's see. This gets fire damage. Oh, I can't do it because someone's adjacent. That's fair. Okay. Only one attack, that stinks. And you're probably only one attack too. You're 2 attacks. Do I kill? Yeah. Let's take something out. Alright, looking okay right now. I don't like that they're picking off on Snappy. Snappy Jr. We'll get a real Snappy here soon. So that should be a kill. And let's see if we can get damage on Archer. Still a miss. Alright. So he can now spit. We're looking good on that side. Come on, Snappy. I named him, took it away, calling him the name. I love it. I mean, I should have stuck with it. He looks wild, but I just don't think I'm going to use him a whole lot. Let's see. Can we hit this? Only 4. That's disappointing. Alright, maybe a kill. Yep. Now you have 2 shots, but we've got to move you up. We'll take 66. No dice. You guys are all stuck there. Alright, let's see. I'd like to get you the kill, because then I could have went up and maybe energy drained. But we're just going to have to rush these 2, which is not ideal. Okay, 5 and 4, we'll be good. There's that energy drain. Not a ton, but it's a start. You just insta-wipe the mage, love that. Let's see if we can just hit some shots and end this now. Nope. Can't fire spit. It's gonna be another turn. Oh, we were close. Alright, good fight though. We're definitely bronze. And I mean, my one archer that I just freed and sent to war, he's level 1. Like, that man has a long way to improve. Nice. Look at us starting to pull in these medals. I like it. Oop, someone died. I was thinking a lot about what my endgame goal is going to be. And I do think, personally, my endgame goal is going to be all the medals, and then when I'm happy with the monster we got. I'm not going to go for like a full 100 every trait. Like, I'm okay keeping my lines separate with kind of the tank traits and the flank traits, and like, that's just the way I want to play it. You know, I know there's probably some people who are completionists or are just loving this series, and I really appreciate you, and I love that mentality. But I think for me, in the sake of like continuing to put out content and move on, we'll get to that point by the time we're another like 15, 20 episodes in and finally win what we can. Alright, lots of levels for everyone. Sure, we'll give you a counterattack. Blitz is maxed. We've done a ton of base management there. And I think we've done everything here with those guys. Alright. And did we end up cleaning up our base? No. We still are short a bedroom. Do we fire someone? I don't think I can let him go either. Hasten's low-key pretty good. Yeah, he's up to 49. So, okay. Let's change something here. So we make the large keep a bed, we make the small chamber a monster, and we're good to go. We're still way over on eggs. That is what it is. Alright, lesser nobility, red leg. Yep, we got things escaping. Actually, what escaped? Oh, juveniles. That's fine. I was thinking only adults could escape. No, apprenticeship finish. You were just getting better. And this guy's about done. My potions are going to take a step back. Taryn, I need you to improve faster, my man. Alright, recruit. We got to replace... Let's see, how good did Thomas get? 49. And my other guy, I think, is 62. Let me double check. Yeah, I'm not going backwards. Maybe he has phenomenal stuff, but I really don't want to go backwards. Dislikes apprentices. Bye, buddy. Alright, who's my best choice here? Okay, not bad. So Hunter's the best so far. He's dumb, but he starts with a good alchemy skill. This guy. I don't have him for long, but he's good. All of these are good. Actually, I like this guy because he's 2 years. 42, 44, 49. Maybe I just take him for 1 year and get better potions. What does that do to my potions? No better. Alright, shoot. We tried. We tried. Alright. I doubt these guys hatched. How many poisons did we get? No poisons in courtyard. Okay. We don't have anything for poison, so we just keep going. Strength, health, magic. I'll kind of act like these guys are going to get bred onto my tanks, since my tanks already have some poison, and I'll keep the fire and the other elements primarily on the range guys. Does that make sense? Fire spit, fire skin, poison, poison, energy leech. Yeah, energy leech makes more sense on my tanks. Alright, moment of truth. Didn't hatch. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Six. So you're probably a sell. I mean, granted, they're all good at this point, so, you know, one of these probably rolled the better bite strength and stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, we put a weird letter in there. I like it. How does he have less when there were 100% chances? That doesn't even make sense. Boo. Alright, so 7's the best we've rolled so far. That's kind of discouraging. I mean, we got another turn, but not good so far. Alright, we got lots of monster stuff to do here. Second. I think all of these guys can go. Sea Varnum, we're going to need some more organs. I really wish I would have had this research upgraded. Ice spores, I'll take a few more. Then we sell a few. We got one up there, okay. Let's see our tank unit. Is this the new one? No. Sell. Wow, he got pretty good bite strength. Look at that magic resistance. See, that's the problem. He's actually pretty good. But I let him get abominated as heck, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I think this whole generation is they're just closer to what I was going for. But yeah, none of them got the traits I need. Strength. Why aren't you guys getting more than one organ? 58 and 22. I mean, they're getting better. I'm just not going to keep them around for one trait. Okay. Where does that leave me? I'm still missing the one, the newest one. Was it him? Yeah, I think so. He's brand new. He's good poison, and he at least had tail sweep and killer. Pretty crappy, but it's something. I mean, it has really good bite bonuses, and it's finally getting some physical protection and magic resistance up, so I won't give up on it, but I'm a little disappointed. Alright, you're my best tank. You're my best tank by far. Do I start to give you Stone Skin Potion? I think the answer is yes, because you now have my traits. So let me actually give you the better one. Actually, I don't really care if you get the worst one, because even if your abomination goes up more, we can heal it off. Because you got 2 turns. Alright, we're good with that. You guys are all sell. You guys should be okay. We got potions on both of you. And at least flank 7. Let's take care of you. Something like that. Alright, looking good. Next breed, moment of truth. Alright, so we passed on the poisons. Honestly, despite that, this guy having killer, I don't know that he's worth even keeping, but let's wait to make our decision until I see the 5 trait tank. I think we keep the elements going, so we got poisons. Let's do this. I mean, I wish they were over 50, but it is what it is. Alright, so this one does have Frost Breath, so I think I focus on that. Okay, if I paused on elements until I get my potions above 50, what could I do instead? Instead, I could try and get the family bond on my tank units, which would mean I need probably this guy. I either go this guy, 66, decent, or I go one of you guys with phenomenal traits already and try and pass it on that way, just hoping for a better roll. Man, I wish he had greater energy steal. Then I would start kind of comboing in right now. I mean, he does have tail sweep and killer, but killer and greater energy steal are what I'm missing on my tanks. Martin has those, but I'm trying to keep the lines separate. Killer fearless, no, no. Blake meets that criteria. Not very strong, but would get probably the magic resistance up. So it's either Blake or this guy. This guy's probably a little bit better with my tanks. Alright. So this, we need GS, killer, family. Those are what we want. We don't need that anymore. We're still going to need it to be above 50. So I still got to do 2. And we will hold on more spawning potions, but I'm going to go make more of those now. I mean, I think I got to give it 1. Because I still need, I mean, I'm at 3 dice rolls I'm trying to hit. I've got to hit on those 3. If it's a bust, it's a bust. That's okay. I mean, we're not out anything. We are breeding fire weakness into our tank units. I got to keep that in mind for the future. I don't love that. Red leg larva, we're going to ignore that. We got enough stuff going on. Alright. Actually, I forgot about him. We want to get energy leech on the tank. So let's back up 1 step and do this. This should just be, I'm rolling 50% odds. Because of that, I can work on passing on. No, I'm under 50. These potions are killing me now that I'm getting to elements. So 4 offspring and I'm rolling the dice on 3 traits. I don't think this is going to go very well. I don't feel good about this one. Alright, we'll try it once. I'm at a weird point, and mentally we're kind of stuck in terms of what we're reading, so I'll try it. Alright. Yep. Yes. Energy, yes. Leech we should be able to get rid of as long as the poison stuff. Harvest worm, you're gone as long as the poison passes on. We don't want any more in Jesus. I will take him just because he has the rest of my tank traits. Lesser nobility, what do we got? What's the claymore? Greater than 4. This is pretty easy for lots of money, but we don't really care about money. Boo, nothing very exciting. What is skirmish? Two monsters, 4 archers. This is kind of sketchy. Lethal? Alright, I like it. Let's run it. Do I even have 4 bows? I don't have 4 bows. Okay, alright. Let me back up one step. We're gonna need a bow if we're gonna do this. Can I not buy a bow? Yeah, alright, here we go. Back to the very beginning poison bow. I love that. That's a good one. The middle one. That's what we were missing. Alright. So you got a bow. Gwyrt's got a bow. I'm giving the worst bow to my best archer. That makes sense. I like how this is working out. Good. Good, good, good. Alright. Sure, I gotta pay you. I gotta pay you. Gwyrt. Let's see. I want to keep him low level for a while, so I'm just gonna go straight for bow skills. Now I need 2 monsters. I know Thomas has dodge arrow. So I'm leaning towards Thomas here. I haven't brought Blake in a long time. Let's get Blake out of retirement. Alright. Let's hit a little manual fight here. I'm excited for the 4 archer combat. Blake, chill out. You're gonna run up there and get shot up. I gotta keep merging some of these lines, man. I've got way too many things going breeding-wise right now. It's too much. They can move up 3, so I gotta stay back at least 4. I have Reptile Slayer. I should not have put the worst bow on my best guy, but that's alright. I stand by it. Alright, Giant, you're not very good, but you could probably move up and take 1 shot, and you're out of range. I want you to see if you can take focus. We gotta stay 4 away. Can you kill something for me, Hasten? Come on. He still lived, that's annoying. Nice, we got 1 kill. And Blake, you're gonna go crazy on this side. So I fully expect Blake to maybe take some damage here, but with him having killer, as soon as we can kill 1 archer, we're just feasting. And that kind of set back their whole team. Okay, killer revival. Let's get you up. Let's take out that guy. 70, he can 1v1 that. I'll throw a few arrows in him. And then you should be able to go lock down this. Pretty easy fight. Sorry we haven't done much for challenging fights this video. But that's alright. I feel like we still got into a lot of other stuff. 1, 2, 3. Like, we are way down the breeding pathways. I'm just still trying to min-max and really don't want to not be able to put more than 1 potion on. That stinks. But I also don't really have a better option right now since my potions... Oh no. Can't say I saw that one coming. Glad I did not name him Snappy. Oh. Shoot. That's kind of wild. He got his shit tossed. Alright, what did he have? Energy Leech, and I was just going to breed him? So did I just lose all my Energy Leech? No. No, I'm potentially passing energy leech on there. Alright, we're back to square one breeding. So Ice Boar, all I wanted from Ice Boar was pack. And we just lost energy breach. Yeah. So I need to get this on my tank units, which means this guy's probably the move. And we have better frost than we have anything else, so I will do that to keep a little frost resistance up. And we're back to rolling the die here. Alright, I like it. We figured it out. We need spawning potions, and I need to get my alchemist above 50. Taryn, you better start leveling up, my man. We need lots of those. I did steal a bunch of organs. Yep, I was afraid that put me over. Alright, nothing like micromanagement in this game. And I don't think we've hatched anything else. Let's just... Do we want to start with a reveal? Nah, those of you who are still in the video, we will end with a reveal. Let's see what we got. Alright, how good's our regen fly? He'll be up at the top now that someone died. 16, 10, but he got the traits I want. He's not bad. So, I'll take that. I'm going to keep breeding him right away into hopefully the flank units. Alright, we're good there. Our next one we're looking at is our tank units. We figured out he's our only one that hit 5. That's good. At least we hit 1 in a male. We'll keep going from there and try and breed in new traits. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we got 2 flank 7s. Did they hit different traits? Yes, greater energy and killer. So if we breed those, we're basically guaranteed the 8. That's also 7 with the same 7 traits, which is nice. That gives us a chance at bite strength. Okay, that's less. I think that's 6, so your cell, that's 5. I was just guessing based on how long the list was, and I guessed wrong. I low-key kind of like that we're passing on a tiny bit of spiny skin. I know it's not doing anything, but eventually if I just start juicing spiny organs, I could actually weirdly still get total spininess. But that is not anywhere near what we're thinking about right now. Alright, your cell. Your cell. Cell. And poisons didn't hatch. I really should probably give them some stuff. I gave 1. So this guy's already trash in a cell because he didn't get poison skin, just got poison spit. Alright, well, a little bit of luck in our flank units. We're up to 7. Tank, we're up to 5. We just gotta get them to hatch for us. Breeding wise, where are my guys that just bred? Alright, I've had too long of a day. Successful reproduction. Oh, these are the technically the poison guys? I don't think so. I don't know that that breed actually went through. Can you guys tell me I'm crazy here? If anyone's still here in the video, please tell me what they think just happened. I don't have anything in the courtyard. I don't have anything in the keep. These poison guys would have been harvest worm with the female leech. I don't have any offspring of what should have been boar with my greater energy steel killer guy. Did it count? Oh, it's because she's pregnant. Mammals, got me. Oh, that got me. Okay, we're good. Alright, I'm going to call it there. Work on getting this uploaded for you guys. Thanks again for joining. Looking forward to continuing to grind metals and keep working on our mid-game traits. We have 4 bronze medals and a silver, so we should be able to kind of clean up the bronze in the next year, or keep grinding silvers and working our way back towards bronze. So, hey, thanks again for joining, guys. See you next episode.